Now see if it works. And here's the first walk of the game. Sorry about that, folks. We thought we were live. We are not live, but welcome again to Summer League 2021 here at the Blur. Is it working? It'll come on there. And he strikes out on the walk. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I will come back on and say welcome to Summer League 2021. Steve Edelman strikes out from his own teammate, and Brett gets credit for the strikeout, unfortunately. Brian Kenny, though, pitcher for both sides, looks like there. Brian Kenny now up. It is 2-0. Sorry we couldn't get the live stream started for the beginning of the game. I know Brian will be upset we didn't get his home run. But we welcome you. This is a matchup between the Downhill Divers and the 55ers. 55ers are the home team, and they are up to bat again here. It's the bottom of the first. You haven't missed much, folks. It's 2-0. Brett Spencer on the mound against his former Rocky teammate, Brian Kenny. Brian specifically wanted to pitch against Brett. And Brian rips a single. That'll get through. On base again is Brian Kenny, a double and a triple away from the cycle. Kevin Pulley now up in his Pokeballs uniform. You know, he was a member of the Pokeballs on the hometown cup team for the SO. And he rips on a triple. That'll score. A triple for Kevin Pulley. Scores Brian Kenny, makes it 3-0 in favor of the 55ers. You know, 55ers today missing their ace Jimmy Nelson, and they would love to maybe steal a split here from the Downhill Divers. Steve Edelman, it's straight up in the air. Matt Germer doesn't seem like he can find it, but does at the last minute, and that'll be a fly out to Matt Germer. And that'll do it. 3 runs against Brett in the first inning. Brett Spencer will also lead off at the beginning here. In the first inning, they went quietly. Scott, Jason, and Matt making the outs. Jimmy Stout with a single. And the Downhill Divers are back up. Brett Spencer now up again, or up for the first time today. A nice hat he's wearing. A lot of sleeveless shirts out there today, and of course Scott Pulley no shirt. But that's to be expected. Oh, and he gets it! And Brett Spencer, first pitch school. Unbelievable there. That is amazing, and foul ball on Scott Pulley. Two strikes there, and he just goes after and rips it. Oh, Kevin almost pulls it back. Home run for Scott Pulley. I think he thought it was the first pitch strike, but it was not. A home run, and Scott Pulley puts him on the board. Jason now up for the Downhill Divers. Looking up the standings for you all here, and the Downhill Divers are indeed in first place at 3-1. Only team with an above 500 record. Pesky Pine Trees, 55ers, and Freeze Pops all at 500. And the Hot Tub Club, the only team that is winless so far. Jason hits a foul ball, though. And rips one, and that'll be gone. That was off the bat. That was a deep home run for Jason Worstenholm. Back-to-back home runs for Scott and Jason as Brett Spencer putting together a good lineup here.
That's why he batted last.
Jimmy Stout rips a double. He's got a single and a double, folks. He's creeping up there. Each time he's getting a little stronger. Matt Germer, 0 for 1. With a ground out, ended the inning last time. Brian Kenny, not a lot of innings logged in the SWBL. So this will be an interesting scenario here with Jimmy Nelson obviously out. Somebody has to pitch. Kevin Pulley, obviously Matt Germer hits one deep. Could it go? And it does. That is a 2-run home run. 4-3. Now they take their first lead as Brett goes Oppo and over. 4 home runs in this inning, and it just continues the onslaught on Brian Kenny. Scott Pulley now up and rips one again. Another home run. Where was this offense, in the SWL season? But obviously, and was it low?
That was low.
Low. Kevin Pulley super excited out there in the outfield every time it hits. Can't blame him though, and it gets by for a single. Jimmy looking for the triple and the home run for the cycle. Two hardest ones. And if he gets a home run here, they actually get 8 runs. And he gets it! And there it was. It's like I willed it into fruition. That'll be mercy for that is 8 runs that they get to keep all of them. We'll head to the next inning. Brian Kenny now up after giving up an 8 spot. Eight to 3 only, though. They scored 3 in the inning before, so they are the home team. 55ers will get all the chances they need to come back on this onslaught that the Downhill Divers gave up there. 8-3 now. Brett Spencer back on the mound. Brian Kenny now up. In the Summer League, we kind of made it a little backyard baseball-ish, a little arcade style with all the power-ups, and had a couple power-ups. Gets by for a single. Another single from Brian Kenny. Brian Kenny 3 for 3 to start this game, hitting well. Kevin Pulley now up a triple his last at bat. Anybody can Venmo the SWBL page and it's playing in a game, and they can. As Kevin takes a ball and destroys it, and that'll be 8-5. Kevin has a home run and a triple. You got to believe he's going to want to go for that cycle too. Steve hits it. It's in the middle of the field. Everybody's there. Matt Germer will make the play though. On the flat. The Andes Frozen Custard Player of the Week is frustrated with himself. Maybe it's too much pressure for him. Oh, BK tries to go oppo as Jimmy Stout sneaks over. 1-1 now. Ooh, 3-1. For the Summer League, obviously, glory is one of the big components. Have a full year, and that's a strike there. Full year to know that you're the winners of the Summer League. And also, Summer League Championship T-shirts will be up for grabs as well. 55ers were actually the winners last year. BK fouls it off there. 5-2 is the count. Swing and a miss. Brian Kenny makes his first out of the game. That'll be the second out of the inning. Kevin Pulley now up triple and a home run to his name. 8-5. They have cut the lead down to 3. Oh, he rips a double. He is a single away, folks, from the cycle. An early cycle watch here at the Blur for Summer League. All he needs is a single. Will he chop down on the ball? Who knows? And gets him looking, leaves it hanging there, and that'll be it for the 55ers. We head to the top of the third inning, folks. Matt Germer will lead off for the Downhill Divers after they put up an 8 spot, 8-5 in favor of the Downhill Divers. The last ball pickup brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods, a loyal sponsor of the SWBL, continuing to provide us with all of our equipment that we need for the SWBL seasons. And we roll all those balls over to Summer League. So thank you, Dick's Sporting Goods. Single for Matt Germer. Brett Spencer now up 1 for 2. Brian Kenny gives him a meatball there. Sorry. It's very straight and very slow. 2-0 now on Scott Pulley. Let's 3-0. 4-0 now. He does fate that he just had, but it does go over again, and this Downhill Divers team is just putting on a show. It is now 11-5. 3 runs in this game. You know, obviously they're... Oh, tips it. It'll be a single, though. Saves it from a double. We have bye this week.
Can we play back to back?
Yeah, you guys play back-to-back, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The next series.
Who plays next?
The other two.
Hot Tub Club and
Pesky Pine Trees. A nice pitch. That'll be another double from Jimmy Stout.
So you remember our conversation about Adam and team names and colors? At the end of that night, he told me he was thinking about changing his team name and colors.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So he either heard us or he just happened to bring it up.
That's awesome.
Adam North.
Yeah.
Brian Kenny makes the out.
I'd be okay with it.
I don't have a problem. Yeah, I think you need different colors in jerseys.
I like the logo.
Yeah, the logo's cool. I'm just not a fan of it.
You need yellow, though, because it was a bell. Double for Brett. That'll score 2.
Get a nice bronze color.
That's that first at bat.
Yeah, that's all you need.
2 RBIs. Brett has 5 RBIs in the last 3 at-bats there, as we have 5 runs this inning so far. Wow, BK chucking a little harder here. A ground out and a nice play. No, nobody on first, though, so he can't turn one. That'll be a ground out. Nice play from Steve Edelman. Whew, swings right through that one.
That one hit the strike zone, so.
Heads up, and it'll be Kevin Poley who makes the play. And that'll end the bleeding there. Brian Kenny will be up next, and it is 13-5. 13-5, they got 5 that inning in favor of the Downhill Divers. Downhill Divers 3-1. They have a stacked team. They got a good draw. Jimmy Stout having a great year. Matt Germer having a good year. And Jason Worstenholm, a great rookie for them to be added. And then having Brett and Scott on your team is a big plus. So during the random draft, they lucked out. Foul ball there on Brian Kenny. Obviously, the 55 is also a good team, but missing their ace. Brian Kenny picks one up. Oh, almost a hat catch from, he would have had to catch the hat on the way down, too. It's Summer League. I guess I would have counted it. And Kevin just mashes the ball there. That is not a single, folks. That is a moonshot. Still looking for the single is Kevin Poley. But he needs runs right now. Steve Edelman, after getting a single his first at bat, has gone 0 for 4. Hits him. That'll be 3-1 now. Swings through it right to Scott, and that'll be another ground out. Brian Kenny now up. 2 home runs and 2 singles in the game. 4 for 5. Oh, 2 strikes early from Brett with a beautiful pitch there. And here comes the Top Gun. Right to Brett for the out. 2 outs in the inning. Kevin Poley still on cycle watch here, folks. Oh, and Jimmy takes it away from him. Wow, what a great play. The hands from Jimmy Stout. One-handed to his right. We're 3 innings in the books, folks, and those 3 innings brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Andy's Frozen Custard, our sponsor for Summer League, and also sponsoring our Player of the Week, giving a free frozen custard to the player who has the best week from each of the Summer League weeks in the schedule. We also want to thank, we have Cycle Watch going on now. We want to thank STL Cycle Saloon, sponsoring our Summer League as well. We'll sponsor our playoffs for Summer League too. Oh, we have a pitching change. Kevin Poley now in the game. Nobody told me, so I guess I'll have to do this on the fly. Hopefully they keep track of their own. 1-1, I believe, is the count. Brian Kenny will head on to left field, and pitcher Kevin Poley, and we're back. Jimmy Stout, though. Ooh, I don't know. We'll call it fair. That was a nice gesture from Jimmy there. 2 strikes now on him. I believe it's 3-2 now. Jimmy knows he's up by a lot, If it was anything closer, right through him, gets the single, and he is a triple away still from the cycle. Jimmy Stout 5 for 5 this game so far. Five for 5, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs for Jimmy Stout. And if he gets triple, he could be looked at as someone. Oh, could he turn 2? He does not try it. So just gets the lead. So that'll be a fielder's fielder's choice.
Makes a diving catch, and everyone's like, "Oh, he didn't turn 2."
Was that single or double? I was still on the last batter. It went too fast. So the 2-run home run after the Matt Germer fielder's choice. Swings right through that one. Kevin Poley, the one of the few D1 athletes we've had in the SWBL, rips one, a single again. Only 1 out. They can still turn a double play if they so choose. There is some forces around. Jimmy Stout now up looking for the triple for the cycle. 2 cycle watches brought to you by STL Cycle Saloon. Hits him. 3 balls so far to start the at-bat. Swings through that one. Ball. 5-1 now on Jim Stout. Hits one the oppo way, and a beautiful catch. Kevin Poley makes an amazing catch. Can't turn the double play there, but
He came in a diving play, and everyone's like, "He didn't turn the double play."
well, I mean,
Nobody celebrates his diving play.
Matt Germer now up at the plate. 2 for 5 today. 2 for 5, but 3 runs scored. The Clemson fireballer, Kevin Poley, pumping strikes quickly. I do. I'm taking score. It is 15-7.
I don't know.
Germer fouls it off, and strike 3. That'll do it for the inning. Top of the inning, at least. Steve Edelman will lead off in the bottom of the 4th. 15-7, and this ball pickup is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Thank you, Dick's Sporting Goods, for being a loyal SWBL family sponsor. Steve Edelman, the former Andy's Frozen Custard Player of the Week. From what we can tell, it's staying in the family. The Andy's Frozen Custard Player of the Week started with Spencer Bogad, and now to brother-in-law Steve Edelman. So will Steve or Spencer keep it in the family, or will somebody else from a different family take it over this week? Steve needs to turn it on, though, if he's going to have a chance at repeating.
Okay.
I'm motivating him. Well, I am commentating. You can't.
But you're an ear, we can hear you. You're not tucked away in the
Scott Poley makes a play. Brian Kenny now up, the change to left fielder now. Ground out his last at bat. 3-0. First pitch strike rule still in effect. Swings, and it's gone. Brian Kenny, home run. Puts him within 7 now. Kevin Poley was robbed of his cycle by Jim Stout on a nice play. All he needs is the single. 2 innings left to get it. Swings right through that one. That was a monstrous cut from Charizard himself. Brett trying to get that Top Gun to work here. Back to the curveball and rips it. It's a single. We'll call it a single for the cycle. Sponsored by STL Cycle Saloon. Hard hit at his brother. And a cycle has been given to Mr. Kevin Poley. Congratulations, Kevin, on the STL Cycle Saloon cycle. Runner on first now for Steve. 3-0 now. Swings through it. That'll be a double. Second and third now. Brian Kenny comes up with 2 runners on. The double play is not in effect, so try to force the issue here with a nice single. Hits one right to Brett, though, and Brett makes a play. Barely. Ground out to Brett. And rips it. Home run! That is a 3-run shot for Kevin Poley as he adds to his monstrous day. 15-11 now. Only down by 4. 2 outs in the inning. For some reason, this happened last year too, but summer league scoring is always so much higher. And I know it's because, you know, the doubles and the singles and the triples on the fly balls and everything, but it seems like there's always more home runs too. Don't know what it is. It cuts through the summer air quicker, who knows? But you'd think it would be thicker, it would not. But Steve right above and another double. Back-to-back doubles for Steve. And Brian Kenny. Brett feeling it in his arm, I guess. Brian Kenny could cut this lead in half with a dinger of his own. Already a home run this inning. Does he do it? It's going to hit a tree. It's going to come back if it does. It does come back. Single. A long, long single if they catch it off of the green. They did catch it off. If it landed, it would have been a double. Just missed it. And that'll do it. Fly out. But it's 15-11. They have cut it a little bit more. Scott makes a nice play. The final inning, Brett Spencer now up 15-11. We'll be back for the third game today, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream. We will keep you apprised. Don't worry. Thank you for tuning in as we head to the last inning here. I want to thank our sponsors again, Dick's Sporting Good, Andy's Frozen Custard, and STL Cycle Saloon. For sponsoring our Summer League, Brett skies it high. BK, his former teammate, will make the play for the first out. This would be huge for Kevin Poley if he could get out of this with just 4 runs as he smokes a pitch by his brother. At a D1 Fireballers coming back to him. Another ball, 3-1. Poley to Poley action here. just ahead of that one. Looks like he took a little bit off there. 4-2. Fouls it off as he tries to go the other way and was running on the play. In the SWO season, we do run the bases. Summer League, we take a little break. 5-2 now. 6-2. That'll be full, folks. If he gets the walk here, he will get a free pitch. There's no walks in Summer League, and he does. Who will pitch to him? Looks like Brett will come on out. They'll send the veteran out there. We sit here at 7-2, and we wait for something to happen here. If it's a foul ball, swing and a miss, you know, anything like that, it's an automatic strikeout for Kevin. But he can do anything he wants with it. They get a third fielder now. Brett will not field for him. Here's a practice one, and now it's the real deal, folks. One pitch. Let's see what happens. Hits one, and it's gone. It worked out. The percentage, though, of that doesn't work out as often as you think it would. It seems like, I mean, obviously we're 1 for 2 now with that one, but it all comes down to the pitcher at that point, making sure they get a good pitch for their player, and hopefully the player can square it up. Don't be early, don't be late, because you only get one ball, one throw. No walks in the Summer League. Up by 5 now. Rips one. Jason does, but oh, right to him. He was there. Steve Edelman makes the play on the flyouts. 2 down. Jim Stout up to the plate, swings right through it. Looking for the triple to be the second person this game for a cycle, but just slaps a single the other way. Jimmy Stout 6 for 7 in the game. Matt Germer strikeout last at bat and skies one up. Who could be there? Brian Kenny is there as Kevin slips off the mound, and that'll do it. Up by 5 only. They haven't scored 5 all game, but this could be it. And Steve Edelman will be up to lead it off for the 55ers. 16-11. Bottom of the last inning here. And we are on time, folks, for everything. We're 6 minutes away from starting our next game, but should roll right into this really quickly. We thank you for joining us on the live stream on YouTube. Quick 3-0 there from Brett. Oh, and goes for it there, and maybe he was just trying to waste it, but just lost it over to Brett there. Brian Kenny looking to get his team started. Rips one. Did it hit a tree? Yes, it did. 1-1 now. Tries the Top Gun, won't get there. There it is again. Rips it. It just Brian kicks his hat, knowing that they could have possibly stole one here. You know, obviously their pitchers are not. 2 people pitching in this game have not been. Just a triple again from Kevin Poley as he continues to mash. 2 triples in the game for Kevin Poley. 3 home runs, a double and a single. Kevin making a case for the Andy Rosencrusher player of the game on offense if he can do something next time too. The voters have been really into picking winning teams though. Steve looks for it, hits it. Will it drop? It's a double that'll score a run. Would have scored a run on a single too, though. So runner on second. BK hits one, but hits it foul. Goes in the pool. 16-12. Could cut it in half with a home run here. This is what we live for, folks. This is good wiffle ball right here. Swings through it. Still alive now. 1-2 is the count. Hits one, and it goes past for a single.
You all rally here.
First and third.
You all rally.
Single will score a run at least. Kevin Pulley having a monster day. Hits one, and it goes. Matt Germer makes the play to end it. Oh, and what a play to end it. Sliding would have been a double, but it ends the game. What a play from Matt Germer, and a great game. We thank you all for joining us on the live stream on YouTube, and we will see you in an hour or so for the next game. Thank you so much for joining us again.